Hello, my friends. John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased Unboxing. In this episode, we're going to take a look at Earthborne Rangers Legacy of the Ancestors. This is an expansion, a campaign expansion that came out not too long ago. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. Okay, folks, and as usual, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you have, I really do appreciate the support. Thank you very much. So the box artwork is very similar in style to the original game. At the back, it just shows you a picture of some fantasy stuff, right? You don't really know what's going on in there, so it is all right, I guess. I do particularly hate these goofy little sticker things, so I cut them off because I know that there is no way I'm getting them off without ruining the box. So enough of my whining. All right, let's see what we got here. So the first thing we've got is this book for the Legacy campaign expansion. So here's all of our different entries, if you will. And here we have a little card for the actual Legacy of the Ancestors campaign tracker. I'll be copying this. We've got a map here. So, all right, so we've got this, which is a new area. And then you've got kind of like an overview of the higher points of the valley, etc. So interesting. We'll see how that goes. All right, and then we have a single set of tokens here, and then some cards. Here we've got a bunch of dividers, and I'm not sure if this will fit in the main box, but it kind of looks like it should because there was a lot of room in the main box, so we'll see. But here's our dividers here. One for the missions and rewards. Path cards for ancient ruins, flooded ruins, deep roots, cave system, fungal forest, archaeology, and general, and then the pivotal locations and locations. All right, now we have 3 decks here. Let's take a look at the card quality. Hopefully it's very similar to the base game. It was the base game second edition that I had, or second printing, I should say. It's very nice. All right, these cards are the same kind of quality, which are just fine. I don't think you really need to sleeve them, but I'm a sleever, so I'm going to definitely do that. Really nice artwork as usual on these. I really appreciated the artwork and the overall ease of use of the cards in the base game, which I'm still going through, by the way, of course. But I definitely felt like I wanted to snag this before it went out of print, or whatever, not out of print, but, sold out everything else. So we've got a bunch of different locations here. Lots of stuff. So a lot of that. And then we get into some of the new cards, the awareness cards here. So it looks like we've got 4 copies of everything, making it a little bit easier, I suppose, to customize your deck if you have a bunch of players. Of course, playing this all solo, so that's not going to be a problem for me. But I did do a little research and figure out, kind of how the doubler was working and everything for the base game. And I think they did a good job kind of just including that all in here so that you don't have to worry about buying extra, which is nice. All right, so you just see a lot of new cards here in this expansion to really beef up those decks, which is super fun. Yeah, tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of new deck building possibilities, which I, of course, love. I love deck building games. This one is no exception. It's very, very enjoyable, very fun, and very solo-only friendly, I think. And then we've got a bunch of locations here. You can see. So just a lot to explore in this campaign. And then you've got missions and everything, and then more stuff, more places to go, people to find, etc. So there we go. It'll be a while before I really tap into a lot of this content, but I'm going to use the stuff to build the deck as I start to, make changes to my decks from the original so that I can get into it. So I wouldn't expect any particular review of this anytime soon. I may not even end up doing one, just because if you know how long the game takes. It'll take a while for me to do a review of this and distinguish it from the core game, which I've already reviewed from a solo standpoint. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Whatever you do in the future, I really hope you have a fantastic time doing it. Take it easy, everybody.